Sericulture is playing a vital role in uplifting the rural economy of Meghalaya with the state's famous mulberry silk industry. A fine and dense organic silk is found, which is common in the northeast, which is extracted from the cocoons without killing the silkworm.
Sericulture is an agricultural industry. It includes different types of silkworm. Luckily, we have three types of silkworm because like Muga and Eri and mulberry. Mulberry, it is a fully domesticated. Rearing is done indoor only, completely indoor. And then you can see they already morning feeding already they have finished to eat. We already feed for them that mulberry leaf. Life cycle of all this silkworm is quite similar, but it varies on their period of life cycle.
Usually it takes 30 days to complete one whole cycle, right from the egg hatching up to the spinning stage of what we call this up to the cocoon stage. This is what we call the egg sheet. What we do is we make the moth lay eggs here. So in each compartment, like 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, like that, there will be one moth. After it lay eggs, it will take around about 10 days for the eggs to hatch. This is already hatched, it becomes white. So we call it fecundity, like the number of eggs present laid by one mother moth. So when it hatches, we call it the first instar. So immediately we give them a very delicate leaves for them to consume. So it will consume around about 3 days in the first instar, provided the environment condition is very good. So after it goes to the reeling unit, it will be reeled by the reeling machine. So for making this silk fabrics.
After procurement, we subject the cocoons to a procedure known as stifling for storage for longer durations. Stifling is a procedure where we subject the cocoons to higher temperatures for a period of 5 hours and different temperatures, so that the cocoons are dried carefully and the pupa are killed so as to prevent moth emergence. After stifling, the next process is sorting. Sorting of cocoons is the selection of cocoons, wherein we select the cocoons based on the quality, and where only good cocoons are used for reeling purposes. And after sorting, we do the cooking of cocoons in a 3-pan cooking system for stifled cocoons. That is the cocoons that have been subjected to high temperatures. We cook for a period of 15 to 20 minutes. Cocoons, they are put in the basin, in the reeling basin, where the water is warm, and these cocoons, they are then reeled into the smaller reels, that is in the multi-end basin reeling machine. After the silk threads, they are reeled in the small reels. They are then transferred transfers into the re-reeling machines, wherein this process is done so as to transfers the silk thread from the small reels into the bigger reels.
Go from here to here, it will turn like this, like this, like this.
And this procedure enables to smoothen the silk threads. After gum parting, skeinin is done. That is wherein the hangs they are prepared into skeins. After reeling procedures, twisting method is done. That is, it comprises of the various methods. That is winding, doubling, and twisting. This method is done so as to ensure that the silk threads, that is the raw silk that is produced, is made suitable for the weavers.
After the reeling process, the silk is then taken to the weaving industry to make silk clothes by the fine thread.
We are having two sections, that is the sericulture, which is producing the raw material for using weaving here in textile in the form of yarn. And here we manufacture the fabric from the silk yarn, which is available from our own states. Here I'll just show you a little bit regarding the procedure of manufacturing the fabric. This is the charkha. We are calling this a charkha. We are getting the yarn in the hang form. We call it a hang form. This is the yarn which we call it in hang form. This is the eri silk, which is known as a wild silk. It is mainly available in our state in Meghalaya. From here, we give on winding from the hang form to the bobbin form. While winding into bobbin form, we determine the length of the yarn which is required for weaving. This is the bobbin form which we are winding before in the charkha, and now we started the procedure of warping. This is in which we determine the color pattern of the longitudinal thread, which we technically known as a warp thread. This which we call it as a warp thread. We arrange the bobbin as per the color pattern, as per the required pattern of the fabric. After arranging the bobbin here in the frame, then we wind over this warping drum inch by inch. We are taking it inch by inch. We cannot take at a time, and inch by inch till we reach the required width of the fabric to weave. This is what we call as a warp beam. And after winding over the warp beam, we took the end of the thread, we insert it through this bamboo, which it is known as leash. We leash it one up, one down. This is just to make it easy for taking out the warp thread in case there is a broken thread. And then we insert it each and every thread in this heel. We call it, this is the heel shaft. Each and every heel we are having we call it as a male eye. There's a hole here. We insert it one by one here. One of the male eye will be inserted with one thread. which we call as our work thread. And then we arrange it in such a way that one part of the work thread will move up and one part will move down. Again, some of the fabric are there which we require a design, a small design maybe, and this design, it is known as a extra weft design. We call as a extra weft design. The design has been formed by the vertical thread, which is known as a weft thread. So that weft thread is forming a design through this, which we call it as a draw buoy. This draw buoy is helping to raise up the work thread for giving a chance for interlacement with the weft thread. This draw buoy, it is a shedding mechanism, we may say. It is helping us to make it an extra design, and the design we already prepare in the computer aided textile design. And from there, with the craft paper, we arrange it each and every thread, and we tie it as you have seen here. We tie it up and then we raise up with the help of these dangles. So this is how we manufacture the fabric.